Well, good afternoon. If you've just joined us, we are live and direct on a cardboard model of a Mars base camp. We can just zoom out again on that, please, guys. Live from a cardboard Mars base camp here in Paisley. We're up here today to celebrate and to be part of the Open Mind Summit and Network Meeting organised by Creative Paisley and a whole bunch of incredible people, Lewis from Science Kaylee and those people. It's been a fantastic day. And we're just wrapping up today. I think we can just cut across. Here I am live, if you like, live on this cardboard Mars base camp here in Paisley City Centre. And over there on my right, you'll see we've actually got a Starship rocket, which is really part of this Mission to Mars tour that we've been running around the UK, visiting school communities, live streaming assemblies in school halls to the rest of the school, to children in that hall, as well as to family homes across the whole community, connecting communities with creativity. We had a grant funding from Department of Culture, Arts Council, and we are here live streaming, and it's fantastic to be here in Paisley this afternoon. As I say, on this cardboard pyramid stage, that was Glastonbury, that was last year, on a cardboard Mars base camp. Elon Musk has said he wants to take 1 million people to Mars in 30 years time. So what we've got to do is help our kids aim not just high but higher than Harry, because if they want to be part of that, if they don't want to get left behind, they've got to need those skills. They're going to need those 21st century skills, as they're often called: collaboration, teamwork, communication and creativity. Creativity is going to be very much at the heart of that, as I'm sure you'd agree. And what I'd like to do now is just very, very much launch this session by literally launching the rocket that we've got over there. And I think we are ready to go live to launch now. So let's launch our Starship. Are we ready to go with that? Let's fire it. Let's get this going.
Stage route is go for flight.
T-minus 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. We have liftoff. All teams triage alarms.
Wow, that was something, wasn't it? Goodness me, that was something. So there we go, that was our Starship launch. We'll get that back. The good thing about Starships is they do come back and land, as you can see if I zoom out again, because it's just come back and landed back on the stage here. Isn't that fantastic? Believe that, you believe anything. I'm sure you don't believe that. But we've had a fantastic day here today, actually, in Paisley. Fantastic sessions talking about creativity and arts, particularly around young people, for well-being, looking at nature and those connections that creativity give us. And one of the things that really struck me actually was a fantastic session presented by the 10,000 Miles, which is a collaboration between two dance companies in Paisley, here in Paisley, and in Melbourne, Australia. And I'd just like to play that film now, if you don't mind, to celebrate this fantastic piece of work.
Connection is transatlantic.
It's a connecting string between 2 points, places, or people.
The distance of connection knows no spatial boundary. Connection brings us together through a camera, a letter, a message.
Imagining light at the end of the tunnel.
Online, it is lines. In life, it is circles.
It smells like warmth, like the smell of rain on a sunny day. It is a line that never ends, that forever intersects with another.
Connection is like circles that are joined together with no start or end and have no boundaries.
Circles overlapping.
Connection is warm and here.
A staple thing in someone's life.
Smile. Eyes.
Bodies that are 1,000 miles away. To connect is to be present and alive.
something that fills you up like a warm cup of tea, like two magnets between a wall that can't be separated.
Connection is the weight of the people you love, soft and sturdy.
I see connection in different colours and shapes, depending on whether the connection is physical or emotional. In each different connection, there are even more layers. I see a royal blue when two people's hands are touching, and a thermal yellow when someone is off the ground and relying on others. We took being able to connect to one another in these ways for granted.
Connection is our collective human nature.
Orange or purple, colours that mix together to make a new colour. Overlapping circles, octagon, feeling joy, feeling cared for, support, intrigue, difficult. A fight. Team. Close distance, physical distance. Completing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that fantastic example there, and the dancers from those companies were part of the session today, talking about what that collaboration meant, what that connection meant, and how in lockdown they did have that connection with each other. Really was fantastic to see that, and to hear those experiences there as well. And do share that, do share this film, do share this fantastic work. And we're talking actually with them about how we might maybe one day be able to foster a collaboration between us where they were videoing into our system here, and then they could actually perform on the stage just on the other side over there, which would be quite an interesting option to collaborate and to dance together in their own different places around the world on green screens, but to be vision mixed onto the stage over there. So this week, just to wrap it up, this week's been World Space Week. The theme has been Women in Space, and we had a lovely film. We saw a lovely film yesterday, actually, which came from Sian Proctor, Dr. Sian Proctor, who just went to space actually on the Elon Musk SpaceX rocket with Jared Isaacman's crew. And yesterday was National Poetry Day, and it seemed very appropriate, and this has had a lot of views, actually thousands of views yesterday, and appropriate to share the poem that Sian wrote and performed in a pitch video to be one of the 4 people to go to space on that mission under the banner of entrepreneurship, enterprise, one of the 4 values of the Inspiration 4 mission, because of the way that she uses her art and poetry and uses online stores with Shift for Payments' online e-commerce platform. So it'd just be lovely to play this. It's only a minute, but I hope you enjoy this lovely poem, lovely moments in this.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sian Proctor, and I'm a geoscientist, explorer, and analog astronaut and I have dreamed about going to space my entire life. I actually came that close when I was a finalist for the NASA astronaut selection process in 2009. But what I am most proud of is the fact that I have been a teacher at the community college for the past 20 years, and I have been able to inspire hundreds of thousands of students through my education and outreach. My entrepreneurial spirit lies in the fact that I combine space art with poetry, and I've written an original poem to share with you. You've got space, I've got space, we all have space to inspire. That's why we dream of going higher and higher. But what is space if you can't breathe? Let's stop sucking out the air of our humanity. We have a moment to seize the light, Earth from space, both day and night. We have J for justice, to ignite the bold. We have E for equity, to cut past the old. We have D for diversity, to end the fight. We have I for inclusion, to try to make it right. A Jedi space to rally behind, a universal force so big it binds. Inspiration to change the world, a new beginning for us to hold. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about space to inspire for all of humanity. Science, technology, engineering, and math, sending us out on the explorer's path. But don't forget the arts, the heartbeat of time. Consider sending a poet who knows how to rhyme. So let's drop the mic and close the capsule door. But please make sure Dr. Proctor is on board. My space to inspire is what we need. Inspiration for all of humanity. I hope you will go out and use your unique space to inspire those within your reach and beyond. Thank you.
Well, that's very much what we're trying to do here, inspire people in our space here on our cardboard Mars base landscape. It's interesting to note actually that Dr. Proctor there is actually an analog astronaut. And what that means is that she doesn't set up cardboard base camps in fake city centres. She actually goes out to simulations, real simulations of what it might be like to be on Mars or on the moon, but in desert locations around America, and actually tries and lives like this for several days. So she is just remarkable woman, an artist, a poet who's actually an analog astronaut as well. So just fantastic. And I think a fantastic contribution to this Open Mind Summit Day that we've been part of today. And to wrap it up, and I'd just like to finish now actually with just a little snippet of what we're talking about here with our Mission to Mars project, a project to inspire our kids to aim not just high but higher than high. If they want to go to space with Elon Musk, then let's maybe give them that chance to do that and let them go out there and give them the skills not just to thrive but survive in this brave new world. And I'm just going to adjust that audio back down, so I had to adjust that for Cyan's video just there. And where did I do that? I did that down here. This is as complicated as it looks, in case anybody's under any illusion. What I'd like to do now is just play out the video that really is about our Mission to Mars tour. Basically, if you're interested in this, we'll come to your school, we'll set up a green screen studio in your school assembly hall. We'll live stream an assembly to the children in the hall there. Live stream across the school if you've got children in bubbles that can't be in the hall, as well as out to family homes. We'll then run creative activities and then launch a dynamite rocket. So this is what it's all about. Let's just see if we can cut back to that video now and get that up on the screen and play that video out. Thanks for joining us today. It's been absolutely fantastic. Live streaming here from Paisley in Scotland. And hopefully we'll be back on our tour, our UK Mission to Mars 21 tour, once the petrol crisis is sorted out and we get some sponsorship. We can hopefully hit the road and visit your community there in Scotland, as well as Northern Ireland, Wales and back in England, as part of our Inspire a Nation 21 year warming up to Festival 22, our grassroots part, if you like, and if we hope and if we get the chance to be the grassroots element of Festival UK 2022. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon. We built a cardboard model of a Mars base camp and used it as our virtual set, as you can see here.
I think you'll find this fascinating. 2 seconds. Godspeed, Inspiration 4. Copy, 1 Alpha. You might have seen images this morning of 4 amateur astronauts blasting into space from Florida in the first ever civilian manned space mission. The trip, named SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission, is being funded by US billionaire Jared Isaacman. He is also funding an engineer who's launched Mission to Mars 21 to inspire schoolchildren around the country. I tell you, he is a one-off. Nick Horston told me what he's trying to do.
I love being creative, and I love inspiring children with that creativity, to help them aim not just high, but higher than high.
That's awesome.
That was crazily high.
Okay, so what have you been doing with the children in Coventry today?
Well, I don't know if you saw, but the Inspiration 4 rocket launch last night went off, and that is all about inspiring children to aim high in life, to follow their dreams, to find something they're passionate about and follow that, to maybe make a bit of money, to maybe make a few friends, to make the world a better place. And what we've been doing today is talking to the children about what happened last night, what that meant, because in 30 years, Elon Musk has said he wants to take 1 million people to Mars, which sounds fantastical. But he's built a rocket that can do it, the Starship. He's now building 1,000. Each one can take 100 people, and in 10 years, 10 times 100 times 1,000 is 1 million people in Mars. And I hate to say it, Nick, it's not going to be me and you that are going. We're going to be in care homes. It's the kids in school today. The kids in school today are going to be 40 in 30 years' time. They're going to be ripe for this. They're going to be perfect. And the amount of children that came up today to said, you know what, that could be me, couldn't it, Nick?
Well, my head is now in an absolute whirl. Nick Horston, thank you. Yeah, and he's doing school tours around the country. When I heard I was doing an interview about space travel, I was over the moon.